Hi, beautiful people. It's Jovan, a Mystic Starseed, and I wanted to do a video today about the Lionsgate portal and a ritual that Isis transmitted to me that I want to share with you for tomorrow, August 11th. So, thank you for inviting me into your field of consciousness by watching my video. Now I invite you into mine. So, if you don't know what the Lionsgate portal is, let me just give you a very quick, brief recap. And if you want to know more about it, you can always go to the website askangels.com and look up what Melanie Beckler talks about the Lionsgate. She's a beautiful angelic type of being that has really great, wise information. But anyways, so really quickly, the Lionsgate opens up July 26th and closes August 14th. It's the highest and most powerful at August 8th. Especially this year because it was in alignment same day with Leo new moon. So it was a very powerful amplifying manifestation day for us, but not only manifestation and intention day, but an activation of the light codes of and the information that Sirius and our own sun wanted to transmit to us for our highest evolution and empowerment. So Sirius is our spiritual sun. It is the twin sun of our sun, Helios or Sol. It is in the sky. It has its own constellation, and it lines up with the Earth every year around this time. And so when it rises from the Earth's view, it also shows how Orion's belt is lined up with the Giza pyramid. So it really amplifies the ancient wisdom and knowledge from the ancient Egyptians, who were also said to be descended from Syrians, of the Syrian race. And so we receive that information, bringing it back in, bringing that and harnessing it in to our Earth's atmosphere. And so we also absorb that those light codes into our body as we're under the heat of the sun, and we receive as much as we're able to take in for our highest good and our own well-being and physical health. So depending on where you're at on your spiritual journey, or depending on your health, we all receive the codes, but some more than others. So this information is basically cosmic wisdom and things that we need to know so that we can continue to grow in our sovereignty. It helps us on our life path and our spiritual journey to open up to more unconditional love and to bring in the understanding of Christ consciousness. And Christ consciousness is something that you feel and intuit from the heart space. So the Lionsgate is very heart chakra and solar plexus chakra activating, because it empowers us and it encourages us to stand in our own sovereign power, where we are our royalty, where we know we are divine, that we know we are children of God, that we know that we are light and we are powerful. Therefore, we are co-creating life every single day. That's where the solar plexus is the divinity of our beingness. And so it's very closely connected to the heart, because our heart is what carries our individual truth. So the more we feel confident in who we are, the more we listen to our heart's truth and wisdom. And the more we do that, the more we do not allow others to tell us what is right and wrong. We know. And when we listen, we truly do the right thing, not only for ourselves, but for others and our true life path. We cannot find our purpose if we don't live in our truth, because our purpose is aligned with our truth. It's, it just goes hand in hand, right? Makes sense? So Lionsgate is a wonderful time. It's a wonderful time where we are supported in bringing in new information, new consciousness, new wisdom, new love, energy from the cosmos that are helping us, from the angelic beings, from the Syrians and all these other, higher vibrational entities that want to see us ascend, because as we ascend, Gaia ascends. As Gaia ascends, we ascend. Gaia is also absorbing these light codes that we need to continue to function in a healthy way. So, you know, as you've noticed, it's been very hot. And it's actually, it gets very hot during this time because now we have two suns really shining their light and power upon the earth. So it's hot. On top of that, you've noticed that in the last few years, it's been getting hotter and hotter. And yes, it is part of the global warming, but it's something that has been very important, that it's important for spiritual seekers to know that, as we've been talking about, like as the golden age approaches, what is happening is that the sun is heating up in order to burn away the darkness, because we have been living in the dark ages for quite a long time. People think that we have left the dark ages, when in fact, really, we have not. We have left maybe the worst part of it, but we're still kind of in it, and things are now being excavated to see what has still been hiding under the shadows as we do move forward towards light. Light comes from the sun. The sun is hot. It's going to heat up the planet. Another interesting thing, though, that when that happens, again, it's burning away impurities, it's burning away stagnant energies, it's burning away and illuminating and exposing the shadow and the dark. It also, what's happening is that as the sun gets hotter, it starts to melt the ice, the caps, the glaciers, and the water runs through the rivers into the rest of the earth. What is happening here, that yes, it can be alarming because, you know, we feel the global warming is an issue, and it is, but that's not from the heat of the sun. That is from our own self-made pollution. Another topic for another day, of course. But what is happening, the sun is melting the glaciers so that the information held in the water is dispersed throughout the land for us to drink from and absorb. Because another interesting thing is that water, and we are made of water, water is very receptive in general, but it also receives the light codes of the sun. When you look at the water and the ripples and the waves and the sun is shining, or when the moon is shining and you see the reflection of all those beautiful twinkling lights, that is the water reflecting back the sun's communication and wisdom, and it absorbs it into its molecular structure. Water is a living library. It holds information, and it is a very tangible way to hold information, but malleable, because we can drink it in and absorb it. So we become one and we integrate with this energy. So we are receiving it, the sun's consciousness through osmosis, through the ether, element of ether, but we also we truly integrate it in when we drink of the water that is absorbing it as well, because it's entering into our body in a more tangible, physical 3D form. Water, the liquid that runs through us, we drink it, it cleanses our blood, it cleanses our cells, our organs, and it releases old stagnant energy and old information we no longer need, and gives us new information so that we may revitalize and continue to be as healthy as possible. That's why I say hydrate. With that being said, I want to go into the ritual that Isis transmitted to me that would be helpful for all of us to do, especially tomorrow on the 11th, because 11 is a beautiful portal number. It's going to be a powerful day, and it comes out to 2, which is balance. Here's the ritual that Isis told me would benefit us so that we may receive as much information and consciousness and healing energy that we are ready to take into our body and our spirit. Rituals do not have to be elaborate or, crazy long, or, you don't have to memorize a bunch of stuff. This one's pretty simple, and you can always rewatch the video if you missed a little component. So this ritual would be important to do during the day at some point. You can pick any time of the day that's comfortable and convenient for you, but it should be outside. and you should be under the sun. And ideally facing the sun, but with your eyes closed, of course. Or if you know how to sun gaze, you can do that as well. If not, your eyes closed is enough, because you can see through your eyelids, right? You can see the light come through. And it's about getting into a place of peace, sitting still, doing some breath work. If you don't know like any specific techniques of breath work, just do some nice deep inhalations and exhalations. Every exhalation releases old energy and stagnant air that you don't need. And the bigger the exhalation, the more new life-giving oxygen you can breathe into your body. So do that until you feel still and peaceful, because breath work cleanses and relaxes the nervous system. The nervous system is relaxed, you are present, and you are clear, and you're not so distracted or fearful. So do your thing, do your little, few minutes of stillness to get into that place of presence, feeling, the earth beneath you, feeling the sun warming your skin, getting all blissed out in that beauty, and emanating in that, right? So another highly recommended aspect of this is like, if you can do this in a place where you are by a body of water or in water, like in a pool, in a stream, in the beach, whatever, whatever it is. Great way to amplify this activation for you. But if you can't get in the water, be by the water. If you can't be by the water, that's okay too. Just get yourself a glass of water. Get yourself a glass of water and hold it, have it close to you by you, and allow the sun to shine on it. So another component would be to have a clear quartz crystal. It can have any shape, but clear quartz is what's being recommended from Isis, or citrine. So this is what citrine really looks like. It doesn't have to be this shape, but this is citrine. Don't get fooled by the orange stuff. That's not citrine. That's fake citrine. This is real citrine. It's partly clear quartz. It just has a little bit of yellow in it. You can work with one or the other or both. And so you'll be holding it in your right hand, because we're going to be programming this. Basically, we are made of water and crystal and all the elements, right? So as we're under the sun, we're already receiving the light code from the sun just by being out there and allowing ourselves to receive it. Again, you can ask the suns to, upgrade you to the highest level of consciousness that is comfortable for you. Now, as you are holding on to this crystal, you're allowing, the peace to fill you, and you're feeling the light and this warmth on your body and your skin. Really tap into your heart space. As you're breathing, feel your heart beat. Feel the energy within your body, so you're connecting in. And as you are facing the sun, allow the colors to come through. Whatever colors you see, just let them come through and invite them into your body, because those are the colors you most likely are going to need for your optimum health and ascension. Let the colors in. If you don't see any colors, you can visualize colors that you like, but you'll most likely see some color. Those are the colors that your body is absorbing, and they all have particular information. Just allow. You don't have to intellectualize or know. Your body has its own intelligence and will receive what it needs. That's why the sun is one of the reasons why the sun is so important for our well-being. Now, as you're doing this and you're allowing yourself to see the colors and feel the colors and the energy move through you, it's most likely going to come in. You're going to feel it in your heart space and in your torso. It's aligning you with your empowerment. And so put the intention as you hold this in your right hand, or whatever crystal you have, that you want the crystal to also absorb the colors from the sun. Okay, you want the crystal to be its own little library as well, to hold the colors and the information of the light codes within its body. And that's what crystals do. So, because what you're going to do is it's going to amplify what you're receiving, and you're going to be able to receive insights and information. Trust and don't doubt, just allow. Don't discredit what comes through, okay? Also, because the crystal will hold on to the information, you can use it later in other meditations throughout the week, or for however long the crystal will hold it. It could hold it forever, you never know. As you're doing that, you can also put the crystal on your heart space to further amplify, because what's happening is like, again, I don't know if I already mentioned it in the beginning of the video, but this Lion's Gate is all about activating the solar plexus and your heart chakra. These are two very closely connected energy vortexes in your body. Allow that to happen for you, and then if you want, you can also empower your ritual, your meditation, with the beautiful rose, which is the highest frequency energy on the planet. So it purifies every intention and every ritual, and brings in protection and just purifies the energy around you. It's just a little added bonus I like to do. But Isis really loves roses. That's one of her flowers. So if you want to just leave the ritual at this point, you can totally do that. But if you would like to go further, you can, after you've gone, you're kind of like in the zone, ask the sun, or ask yourself. Allow you to see what has been, hidden from you within your life. What is your blind spot right now? Or ask the sun to illuminate what is your blind spot. What has been holding you back from maybe manifesting your dreams, from finding love, or holding you back from believing in yourself. By allowing the sun to shine into the spaces within you, so that you may see what has been hiding, so that you can face it with acceptance and forgiveness, and understanding that it was a part of a lesson, but now you are ready to let it go. You're basically, it's just like inhaling and exhaling. The more you let yourself truly free yourself from what you were holding on to or what was around you, the more you let it go, the more information will come in, the more opportunities, the more new life, the right people will come into your life, because you've made space. Allow yourself to see what you need to see, so that you get a little bit more clear with what your intention is, and where you really want to go. How can you follow your heart? Okay, when you see the blind spot, you know more about yourself, and then you have the opportunity to choose to release it, and then bring in the antidote, and know that you are worth it, and know that you are loved. And the Lion's Gate portal is here to support not only the collective and the earth, but each individual person. Why? Because we are all divine, and we are all worthy and unique, and we all have purpose. Trust, believe, and love yourself. You have the information and the wisdom and the truth that you need within you, and the sun is here to help activate that truth within you. Blessings. Have a beautiful day. Bye.